Hi there, how are you doing? The name is Nakazamula, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I want to speak about a bit about pay-per-click marketing. So I know maybe for some of you it might be the first time you're hearing about it, but we're gonna get into it in terms of what it is and why it's important for your small business or for someone who's trying to get clients. I remember when I first told my brother that I was getting into business, I was gonna be freelancing as a graphic designer. His first question was, "So what are you gonna do to try and make sure that you get clients?" And I thought, this is very easy. But as the time went, or as the months went, I realized that his question was very important because one of those important things in business, you can plan everything, you can get your equipment right, get your softwares right. If like you are like me, a designer, you can get your store right. But the most difficult thing about business when you're starting out is client acquisition, is getting clients. And that's why today I want to talk about pay-per-click advertising. So basically what I mean by pay-per-click advertising is advertising whereby you find you enlist you set up an ad, and you only pay for that ad when someone clicks on that particular ad. So I want to speak about pay-per-click advertising, specifically focusing on platforms such as your search engines, the biggest being Google. So we'll focus more on Google. So Google has something that's called pay-per-click advertising. So here's how it works basically. You can actually enlist your ad on Google's platforms. Let's focus for now just on the let's focus now on the Google search engine. So you see on Google, let's say that someone is looking for a cake maker or a baker. What they can do is what you can do as someone who's looking for a cake baker is that you can go to Google and Google someone who bakes cakes or a cake baker. Then what will happen is that you'll get results, of course. So what most people don't know is that the first 3 results on Google, they're actually paid for. It's an ad that someone places with Google to ensure that someone, when they search for the service that they actually serve, or they search for the product that they actually sell, someone can be able to see their name first, or they see their ad first. So here's how it works. Let's say you are someone who makes couches, right? Then let's say you want to put up your ad there. You can go to the Google platform and say that set up an ad, say, "Hey, are you looking to buy a couch? Call us today or visit our website today." Then it will lead to your website, or if there's a call option, then it will be your cell phone numbers that someone will be able to call so that they can order the couch from you and ask you about your couches. So what actually happens is someone will go on Google and search using the keyword couch seller near me. Then what happens is the results that they'll get on Google, those results will include your ad. You'll probably maybe be number 1 depending on the competition. And what will happen is if you are number 1 there, they might click on your ad. Then just like that, you're getting clients. So this is very important for us to do, or this is a lucrative way that you can look at as a small business, because pay-per-click advertising is very flexible. You are trying to get clients, but you don't have a budget for a radio ad. You don't have a budget for a TV ad or a newspaper ad. A very, very cheap way in which you can go about it. It also depends on industries, but it's still cheaper compared to taking an ad on TV. You can actually go and create your own ad on Google, right? So you'll go and create a Google ad, which was previously called Adwords. You go and create a Google ad whereby you can say couch seller. We make carpentry, we fix couches, those kind of stuff. Call us today. Then when potential clients go into Google and Google to say, I want my couch repairer or a carpenter next to me, then your ad will actually come out and someone will be able to click, and then just like that you are actually getting your clients. And of course it does require that you have a website, because there needs to be a landing page whereby people can go to and actually to see the things that you actually do, what this company is about, pardon me, what you do, and so on. So that's something that you need to consider. But the reason why this thing is so effective is because of this. Think of it that when you want to find a service provider, what's the very first thing that you do? You get onto your phone, isn't it? You get onto Google and you Google whatever service that you're actually looking for. So by putting yourself up on Google AdWords, you are actually setting yourself to be the to be easily discovered on these different kind of platforms on Google AdWords, so that when someone goes on and they search the service that you offer, as long as you have used the keywords, someone can be able to find you, and that way you are able to actually get your clients. So is this something that you should consider? I think so. You should start looking into Google AdWords. You should start looking into pay-per-click advertising, because this can be a very lucrative way in which you can actually get more clients, and you can actually be able to track these things. There's analytics that are being given. You can see which keywords are working. You can see which are not working. You can see where people are visiting your website from. You can see where the potential clients are at, and so on, and so many other possibilities that you can actually get into. So let's say that maybe you're someone who doesn't know how to go about all of these things. You can enlist a service provider to actually provide these services for you. There are people like myself who deal with Google AdWords and pay-per-click advertising and other forms of digital marketing, whereby you can actually be assisted with these things. And budget, it's something that you can actually discuss to say, well, I'm willing to spend this much, I'm willing to spend this much, and be able to track over time to see, is there a return on investment that I'm happy with in terms of the amount of money that I'm spending. So for example, if you're spending 1,000 rand every month, 5,000 rand, how many clients are you getting? Do you make that 1,000 rand back? Do you make some profit back? Because if not, then you might need to look at other forms of marketing. Because if there's one thing that's certain, marketing is something that we do in a form of try and error. You try something, it doesn't work out, you go on to something else until you find that which works for you. Anyway, this is all that I wanted to talk about today. The name is Ross Kazamula, a graphic Johannesburg-based graphic designer and digital marketer. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.